Good day, everyone. My topic today is all about teaching communication for students with special needs. We all know that communication is essential for learning and interaction. Yet, students with special needs often face challenges in this area. Teaching communication means not only developing language skills but also adapting strategies and tools to fit their needs. Using visual supports, assistive devices, and inclusive methods, teacher can create opportunities to every learners to participate and express themselves confidently. And now, there have 5 K topics. The first K topics is all about adapting communication for diverse learners. We have to bear in our mind that in every classroom, there have different abilities, learning styles, and also communication needs. So, adapting communication for diverse learners means adjusting that the way teacher share information so that it is understandable and accessible to students with different needs, abilities, and learning styles. This may include using language, visual aids, assistive technology, and alternative formats to ensure that every learners can active participate and express themselves and also engage in learning. There's a lot of strategies you can do. The first one is adjusting language and instruction. Or you can use simple, clear, and short sentences. You can provide wait time to students can proceed and respond. With students' needs, you can also apply using multisensory approaches, which is combine visuals, sounds, movements, and touch when teaching. For example, teaching a new word by showing a picture, saying the word using a gesture, and letting the students act it out. And also, you can use creating an inclusive environment. It is important that encourage peers to accept and support diverse communication styles. Adapting communication for diverse learners ensure that every student, regardless of ability, can express themselves and understand others by using simple language, multisensory methods, respect for individual preferences, and collaboration with families and specialists. Teachers can create an inclusive classroom where all forms of communication are valued. This is not only supports learning but also builds confidence, independence, and social interaction skills. Second 1K topics is all about using visual and auditory aids for clarity. Using visual and auditory aids for clarity means supporting lessons with tools to make information easier to understand and remember. Visual aids such as pictures, charts, and also videos to help students to see concept more clearly. And also, auditory aids involve such as recordings, songs, spoken language, and also strengthen listening and comprehension skills. Together, these tools make learning more accessible, effective, and to help students to participate in all activities. In using visual and auditory aids for clarity, it is important that teacher rule. What is the teacher rule? First, ensure clarity and avoid clutter, keep visuals simple and sounds distinct. The second one, encourage students to use these aids independently to build communication skills. And the last one, integrate aids consistently in lessons so students can rely on them. So it is important that visual and auditory aids make communication clear and learning more inclusive for students with special needs. It's also visual supports like charts, flashcard, and gesture help make abstract ideas concrete, while auditory tools like songs, recordings, and amplifiers improve understanding and engagement. When combined, these aids create a multisensory learning environment that helps students express themselves, follow instructions, and participate confidently in classrooms activities. So we will now proceed the third one. The third one is all about encouraging verbal and non-verbal expression. Means giving students opportunities to communicate ways that suit their abilities and comfort levels. Like nonverbal expression such as speaking, reading aloud, and asking questions. While the nonverbal expression involves such as body language, gesture, pointing, eye contact, or using symbols and pictures. By valuing both forms, teacher can help students to build their confidence, express themselves, and also actively participate in any activities. Encouraging verbal expression, it is also important that provide opportunities for students to practice speaking, like answering questions, role plays, or storytelling. It also incorporate songs, rhymes, and chants to build vocabulary and confidence. It's also use simple language and repetition to make speech easier to imitate. The second one is encouraging nonverbal expression. As a teacher, you have to teach students to use gesture, pointing, or facial expression to communicate. And also, it helps to your students introduce sign language or picture cards as an alternative. It's also important responds positively when a student uses body language, ensuring they feel understood. What is the key role of teacher of these key topics? The key role of teacher is provide structured and unstructured opportunities for expression. It is also be attentive as a teacher. You also be attentive and also encourage peers to respect. The fourth one is about communicating with students who have hearing or speech impairments. Students with hearing or speech impairments may experience difficulties in expressing themselves or understanding spoken language. This may include a school-provided remote microphone, strategic seating, modified classroom acoustic, access to a school-based audiology. These challenges can affect not only their academic progress, but also their social interactions and confidence. Teachers play a vital role in creating an inclusive environment where communication is accessible, respectful, and supportive. Using adapted strategies such as visual supports, sign language, clear speech techniques, and assistive technology ensures that students can fully participate in learning and everyday classroom activities. As a teacher rule, be a facilitator of communication by adapting technique strategies. It also integrate inclusive classroom practices like group discussion where every student has a voice. Effective communication with students who have hearing or speech impairments requires patience, flexibility, and creativity. By combining face to face interaction, sign language, written aids, and assistive technology, teachers can bridge communications gaps. Students with special needs ensure that students can express themselves, learn successfully, and feel valued in the classroom.